Today I decided to build a beach house on the brand new beach plots in Bloxburg. So I'm going to be building this real life Pinterest beach house, and I'm going to show you how to build this house step by step. I'll walk you through the building process with my voice, so feel free to build along with me. You will only need the multiple floors and advanced placement game passes and $45,000. I am obsessed with the way this house turned out. I had so much fun building this, so we're going to get started right now. Make sure to subscribe for the interior video, which will be out next, and we'll decorate all the rooms and see a full house tour in that video. Alright, so I'm going to show you the layout before we begin building. So the purple lines are the first floor and the yellow lines are the second floor. Sorry if you can't see them, don't worry, I'll go over everything. And then the third floor will be the blue lines. I'm going to walk you through everything, I promise, so don't worry if you can't see anything. The layout's not even part of the build, it's just for me to remember where I'm placing everything. Anyway, let's start. So we're going to take the walls and we're going to start 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 squares away from the sidewalk, and we're going to place 4 walls across. These walls are going to be colored white with the overlapping panels material. I'm rebuilding this beautiful Pinterest house, and this is like the material and wall color they had, which is so pretty. We're going to be using one more material and wall color, but we'll get to that in a second. First, we're going to copy the wall, and then we're going to place one more wall up. If you copy the walls after you place them, you save money. So then we're going to place 4 more walls to the right, and then 4 more to the right, and then 3 walls up, and then 2 walls up, and then 2 walls to the left, and then 1 wall up, and then 2 walls to the left, and then down 2 walls, and then 4 walls to the left, go down by 1, and go to left by 4, and then go down by 4. So what we're going to do next is place interior walls. So go back to that corner and then place 3 walls up, and that room is going to be the garage. So let's go over 4 squares, and then basically we're going to place 4 walls straight up and down, and this is going to be 1 living room or lounge area. We're going to have 2 of these. So go up 1 square and then place 2 walls to the right, up by 2, and 2 to the left. This is going to be a hallway. So then place 2 more walls to the right, and that'll be our bathroom and then our bedroom. So that's on the first floor. We have a lot more, don't worry. So we're gonna go upstairs. We're actually gonna take new walls this time, guys. This is where we're gonna get the blue walls. Once again, we're starting 9 squares back, and we're going to place them directly on top of the first floor walls. So we're going to place 4 walls to the right directly on top of the first floor walls, and they're going to be colored this beautiful blue. This is my custom color. If you don't have the custom color wheel, do not worry. You could use fog blue. That's a really pretty one. Any blue you want. But I think this one matches theirs a lot. So now we're going to use the vertical painted wood panels. That's going to be our wall material with the blue. And then we'll use this for most of the second floor. So copy this wall. Once it's colored, you save money. Place 1 wall up. 3 more to the right, up by 1, to the right by 2, down by 1, to the right by 3, up by 4, up by 4 again, to left by 3, to left by 2, and to left 2, 4, 6. And then go down by 5, to left by 1, and down by 4. Alright, that's it for those walls. For the second floor, we're going to place the interior walls. This is like the main floor. So what we're going to do is start at that top left corner, go to the right by 4, and then down by 1. That's going to be the living room or the second lounge area, whatever you want to call it. And then go over 2 squares to the right, and then we're going to place the walls down. So place 5 walls straight up. That will make up the kitchen, guys. This kitchen is so big. I love kitchens. It's going to be so cool. I have it planned out. And then in the center of those walls, go to the right by 2 and then up by 2. This will be a hallway, which will connect to our dining room. So go down by 3, and then this is going to be where we're going to place the stairs. So I was thinking of using the deck stairs. I'll do that in the interior though, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So copy the walls, and then you're just going to go over 2 squares and then place 1 wall straight across, which will make up the dining room. And then down here is going to be like maybe a storage kind of area, closet kind of thing or whatever. And then next to that is going to be an office. So now we can go take the white walls from the first floor, and we're going to go to the third floor. And this time we're going to start 10 squares away from the edge. And we're going to start directly on the second floor wall. We're going to place 3 walls to the right. And of course they're going to be white. And then we're going to place 1 wall up. But now we're going to go downstairs and copy the blue walls. So we're going to use the blue walls just for this little wall. So place 2 walls to the right, and that's it. We won't place the blue walls anymore. We'll just finish off with the white walls. So copy the white walls, and then we'll place 1 wall down, 3 to the right, and see the front of the house looks really cool with both walls together. I love this combo. Pinterest, you always know what looks best. And then go up by 4, up by 4 again, to left by 2, to left by 4, to left by 2, down by 5, and down by 3. And that's it for the exterior walls. Let me show you guys the third floor walls. So we're going to start basically 1 square in front of that front left corner and place 1 wall to left, and then 1 wall up, and 3 to left. This will be a bathroom, I promise will make sense. And then go up by 3, to left by 1, and up by 2. This will be our second bedroom. Go back to where we started off, and then place 3 walls to the right, and then go over to left once and place 2 walls straight up, and then 3 to the right. This will be a bedroom. And then go up 2 squares and place 1 wall across. I'm moving my cursor up once and then to left by 1, and then I place 1 wall straight up from here. This will be the laundry room or laundry area kind of thing. And that's it. I think that layout is really cool, guys. So we have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms planned, and the house looks so cool. So what we're gonna work on next is the staircase balcony kind of entranceway. So we're gonna do the same stairs from the Pinterest photo. Of course, they look so beachy. So we're gonna be using the recess stairs. So we're gonna use the right ones first, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to place it down 6 squares away from the edge of the plot, and then we're going to get the left stairs to obviously be placed right next to them. And now we make this cool like staircase. Now we're going to take the floor. This is actually going to be part of the roof anyway, because we're going to get to the roof in a second. Each time you place down the floor, make sure that manual placement is turned on. So what we're going to do is start on the second floor, and we're going to start at that left corner where that wall is, and then we'll go down by 2 and place it right there, basically 1 square in front of the front wall. And then we'll go over to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and place it right there. And then go up by 2, place it here, to left by 3, basically in each corner. So go up by 1, to left by 2, and down by 1, and then place it down. And we're going to make the material concrete, and then I'm going to color it mid-gray because I love mid-gray. And the ceiling color will be white. Now what I'm going to do is take a fence, the basic railing because it looks like theirs, and we're going to place that along the concrete. It's going to be colored all white, so just place it going along the concrete, and it will prevent anyone from falling off. By the way, guys, I'm so sorry if I sound tired. I literally woke up 10 minutes ago to voice over this because I was up until 4 in the morning building this house. Oh my gosh, guys, I was like so determined to make this. I was so excited to build a beach house on the new beach plot. I was like, I'm doing this. I want to be the first person to build a beach house on the beach plot. And then we're also going to place this fence along the stairs. So just place it on the edges of it and even in the center. Okay, so now I'm going to start placing the roof. So we're going to use the gable roof a lot today. We'll start off with that. And each time we place the roof, make sure that manual placement is turned on. So much easier to place. So we're going to start at the left side of the stairs. So basically 1 square to the left of the stairs and place it here. We'll start right here. Then we'll go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4 times and place it right here. And then go back up by 4. And then to left by 4. And it should look like this. But what we're going to do is resize it. I am going to use the middle grid when I resize my roofs. And I'm going to bring this roof all the way down. I'm going to make it as small as possible. And then what I'm going to do is color the top of it white with the roof tiles. And then the center part is going to be the same blue as the exterior wall colors. And the material will be the same vertical polished wood panels. And then the ceiling will be white. I love this roof. I think it looks so cute, but we're going to add another roof to it. So we're going to use the sides roof. Same thing, manual placement will be on. So we're going to start all the way to the left side of this balcony. So basically 1 square in front of that wall. we're going to place it here, and then we'll go to the right all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right to the other side of the balcony, straight across. And then we'll go up by 2, to left by 3, up by 1, to left by 2, down by 1, and to left by 3. Basically on each corner. And now I'm just going to increase its height once just by dragging that top arrow up. You don't have to do this, but I think it looks nice. And it'll be colored the same as the other roof, of course. And I'm just obsessed with the way this house is looking already. Like, oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe that I'm building on a beach plot. Like, look at this scenery. Oh my goodness, I could not get over it. Like, I was just taking it all in last night. Like, it was really hitting. Like, wow, we have a new map and it's so pretty. I was just taking it all in while also trying not to fall asleep because I was so tired running on like 3-4 hours of sleep. So now we can take the slanted roof again. So we're gonna go over here to the left side of the house and we're gonna start on this left corner. So place it here and then you can turn the roof off if it's easier to see. So we're gonna go to the right by 4 and place it on that corner. Then go up by 2. And then to left by 4. And you have to place in this order, otherwise it won't be placed right. So we're basically just going to place it down. I'm not even going to bother like adjusting it. It looks nice. And then we're going to copy this roof again. And we're actually going to go to the back side of this little roof area. So this is like above the living room, remember? So this time we'll start on the left side, on that left corner. Then we'll go to the right by 4. Place it here. You can turn the roof off if it's easier to see. Go up by 2 and to left by 4. Once again in that order. And then what I'm going to do is just shrink it down slightly just so that it's not poking through because I don't want to see that from the front of the house. And that's it. It just kind of like makes them look a bit more like even, if that means, from the side, but I think it's cute. Okay, so now we can take the gable roof again. We're going to go to the 3rd floor to finish off the roof. This is going to be really easy, like I promise, way easier than the slanted roofs. So we're going to start at the left side of this house, place it here on the front wall. Go to the right by 3, place it here. And then go all the way straight back to the end of the house. And place it here. And then go to left by 3. I'm not even going to bother adjusting its height. Like, it is the perfect height. So we're going to place it down. It looks so cool, right? Oh my gosh, just wait. It's going to be like kind of symmetrical. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So start on the bottom left corner. Go to the right by 3. And like we did before, go all the way back up 8 times to the end of the wall. And then go to left by 3. And then place it down. Oh my gosh, I love this, guys. It looks so pretty already. I love this Pinterest house. I was like actually in awe when I saw it. So we're going to copy the gable roof. And then we're going to turn the roof off and start the left side. This time we'll start 1 square up from the front wall. So place it 1 square up from that front wall. We'll start right here. And then go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times. Straight across to the right side. And then we'll go up by 3. Place it down. And then all the way across to the left side 8 times and place it right here. And it should look like this. And then what we're going to do is resize it just once, just because I want it to be slightly taller. And it looks so good, guys. So we're going to use now the slanted roof to finish off the back of the house. So turn your camera around backwards. And then start at the bottom left corner. Place it here. Go to the right by 2. Up by 4. And to left by 2. You can raise it up once, you don't have to. And then place it down. And guys, it looks so good. I think it looks better than like the gable roof. But what we're going to do is fill in that little side part. So we're going to take the concrete from the 2nd floor. And I was thinking this could be a balcony. So that's why the floor will be the roof as well. So we'll start at the top left corner, place it here. Then go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. And then to the right by 3. And then up by 5. And And then you can just take that fence again from the second floor balcony and then just place it along this balcony. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cute. I think this will be really nice for the bedroom. So the bedroom can, you know, lead out to this beautiful balcony. And look at the view. You'll have a view of the beach, guys. Oh my gosh, of the water. This beach plot is beautiful. I love the way it's turning out. Oh my gosh, I can't get over this house. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the first floor. Oh, look at this. I'm obsessed with this. Like, I took a screenshot of this. Oh my gosh, I'm taking so many screenshots of this house. So we're gonna start to place the pillars before we place the windows. So we're gonna be using these square pillars. So we're gonna place one directly on the left side of the balcony on the first floor. It'll be colored white. And then we're gonna place one directly on top of it on the second floor, you know, right beneath that left side of the roof, so it holds up the roof. And then from there, go to the right 1, 2, 3 times and place it right there, basically right on the left side of that staircase. And then from here, go to the right 1, 2 times and place it on the right side of the staircase. And then from here, go to the right 1, 2, 3 times and then place it directly beneath the right side of the roof. And then go downstairs and place it right beneath that pillar on the right side of the balcony so it holds up that balcony. And that's it. Love those pillars. I can't believe we have like the same ones from the Pinterest photo. But we're going to use pillars for the house itself for like each corner. So we're going to be using the plain thin pillars and then they're going to be colored white with the smooth plastic. So I'm going to place these in each corner of the house. Make sure they're colored the same. Like I said, white with the smooth plastic. And then I'll place one on each corner. So place them on top of the first floor pillars. That way you can place them on the second floor for those corners. And yeah, just go ahead, place them down. I'll give you guys a few seconds to do that. This is a nice like little intermission because placing pillars, at least in my opinion, they're pretty easy to do. They're just placed in each corner, you know what I mean? And then obviously when we decorate the interior, I'll place the rest of them. I just like to place my pillars for the front exterior first. And then I do all my interior pillars once I decorate the interior, just to keep the interior all together. Okay, the pillars are placed for the front exterior. I promise we'll finish them off in the interior. And as you see, I'm taking a screenshot again because I just love this house. Oh my gosh, this house is waking me up. Like, I feel my energy coming back. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I can't wait to post it. Okay, next what we're gonna do is place the windows. Oh guys, we're gonna make kind of like custom windows. Kind of. So we're gonna use a small sunset window. So it'll be like our base. And we're gonna color it white. And then the hue is gonna be a blue. I decided to change their hue color. They already had it blue, so you could just save your money and keep it that way. But I'm gonna use a custom color. If you don't have the custom color wheel, use fog. Or use theirs. Theirs might actually be fog, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna use the scale tool for this. If you don't have the scale tool, you can still make these windows. Do not worry. This is just me. I want to make them taller, so I'm gonna raise them up just once using the middle grid, by the way. Anyway, we're gonna go to structural and we're gonna take the small rounded rod. So make sure that custom placement is turned on. And I'm gonna use the small grid for this. So I'm gonna start at the top center of the window and go straight down to where that line is in the window and then place it down and then color it white with the smooth plastic, and that's really it. It's really easy, right? So we're gonna copy this window and then we're gonna place one on the right side of it, so we have one on each side. And then we're gonna copy this window again. We're gonna use this window the whole time. So we'll go over to the right to that blue wall and place 2 more. This time we're just gonna move them closer together and center them, kind of to make like one big window. They look nice. So we're gonna copy these again and we're gonna go downstairs to the white wall beneath it and place 2 more of these, and once again move them as close as possible. And then we'll go upstairs to the 3rd floor white wall and place 2 more of these, and then once again just move them closer and center them. Oh my gosh, I love these windows, and they're actually really affordable, especially for a beach house, which is really nice. So copy the windows again, and we're going to do the same exact thing on the rest of the walls. So go to the right white wall and place 2 more, move them closer together. Then go downstairs to the 2nd floor, place 2 more on the blue wall, and then make them closer together. And then place 2 more on the bottom right wall and move them closer together, center them, and that's it for the front exterior windows. I promise when we decorate the interior, I'll place more throughout the sides and the back of the house. I just like to place the windows when I place my furniture so I know where to place them. Okay, so now we're gonna do the front door. So we're going to be using the traditional skylight door, which is so pretty. And this is going to be placed on the second floor blue wall in the center. The only wall that's like open, it'll be colored white, and then the door itself will be the same blue as the wall color, and then the handles will be white with the smooth plastic, and then the same blue hue for the windows. Oh my gosh, the pastel colors. Guys, I love this house. Okay, what is next? Oh yeah, the garage door. So I almost forgot this. On the first floor, white wall, right beneath those two windows. So it's gonna be the traditional garage door because it looks like theirs. It actually looks just like theirs. I was so shocked that we actually had the same one. So it'll be colored similar to the front door, so white outline. This time I'm gonna do ghost gray for the door itself, and then the rest could be white with a white kind of window hue because I thought that like blue was a little too much. So I ended up using like light stone gray instead. Yeah, I think it's nice though. We'll do more with that garage door in a bit, but first we're going to place down some wall trim. So now we're going to add more detail to the house. So we're going to be using the flat crown molding for the top of the walls. So each wall is going to have this flat crown molding. Very affordable. And I know they don't have wall trim, but guys, I can't build a house without using wall trim. Like I literally cannot. I have to place wall trim. So place this on each wall. Each wall is going to have this. You could even do the sides and the back of the house, but if you want to save money, you don't have to. You can totally skip it. I'm probably going to skip it just because I want to save my money that I have. I have so many builds planned, so it's up to you though. The next wall trim we'll use is going to be the tall flat baseboard for the bottom of the wall. So each first floor and second floor walls will have this. The third floor won't have this though because you won't even be able to see it. So only place it on the first floor and the second floor walls. Once again, you could do the sides and the back of the house, up to you. Yeah, do not place it on the top floor. See, I'm crossing it out with my cursor. Do not do that. You won't be able to see it and it'll be a waste of money. Each time I add something to this house, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just getting better and better. But now it'll get even better because we're going to add more detail to the roofs this time. We're going to go to structural and we're going to be using the standard square beam. Make sure we go to the second floor, and once again, custom placement is turned on. So what I'm going to do is outline the roofs with this. So we're going to start at the left side. Use a middle grid for this. It's so easy, guys. And then go all the way across, drag it to the right side, and then place it down. And we're going to color it white with the smooth plastic. So we're going to do this for each roof. So start at the left corners and then go straight across for that slanted roof. And then also make sure you do the sides. So you could start at the top corner, the bottom corner, doesn't matter. Just place it along the edge of the roofs, the front edges, the sides, even the tops. So the gable roof, start at the bottom left corner, go up all the way to the top. If you want to make this grid smaller to finish placing it, you could totally do that. But I would recommend definitely starting off with the middle grid when you're going to place it down. It makes it so much easier. And then yeah, like I said, you could do the tops, just place it along the top. This is like really kind of fun to do, honestly. Like it's pretty simple. I wouldn't say it's too difficult. It's kind of just repeating the same process and it just looks nice. You know, the middle grid, like I said, is so easy to use. So definitely use the middle grid, guys. I promise it'll save you so much time. And then yeah, definitely make sure you do it on the top roof. So start at the bottom left corner, go straight up to the middle part of the roof. And then start at the bottom right corner, go straight up, and then just repeat this process. So I'm going to do this for each roof. And then I'll even do the tops again, like I said. So we finished with this. It looks so good, right? I'm actually going to use it one more time just to outline the bottom of this slanted roof. So go to the bottom of it and start at the left side and then go straight across. I just think it looks a bit better this way. Oh my gosh, I love it even more now. But we're gonna do something else. So this Pinterest photo, it has these little like corner roof thingies, like supports. I don't know what these are even for, like why, but you know what, we're gonna do it because they did, so why not? So we're going to use these little roof supports and I'm gonna place them basically every other square using the middle grid. Place it down beneath the slanted roof and color it white with a smooth plastic. So place it every other square like I'm doing using the middle grid. And it looks kind of nice, you know, add some more to it. I don't know the purpose of it, but whatever. They did it, so no questions. Next, what we're gonna do is go to decorations and type in awning. We're gonna take this metal panel awning thingy and we're gonna place this above the garage door. I'm also going to use the scale tool just to make it the same width as the garage door. You do not have to do that though. You can literally leave it the way it is. And then I'll just drag it down just a little bit to make it like more so above the garage door. I know that they colored theirs a blue, but I didn't think it looked that nice, so I'm going to change it up and color it white with this smooth plastic. You could do blue though if you want to, but I just kind of like this better. Alright, now we're going to add in some lighting. This will be the final like detailing we do to the house. So we're going to be using the classic outdoor wall lamp, which is just beautiful. I use this in all my builds. And we're going to place this at the top of the roof. So it's going to be colored yellow. I'm going to use my custom color. If you don't have this wheel, don't worry. You could use wheat. I love that color, or cashmere. And then I'll just color the outside of the lamp white with this with plastic. So I'm going to copy this lamp and place one at the top of the third floor roof. And then I'll place one more on the right roof. But I'm actually going to change the colors of these two lamps to linen. So I'm going to do a mix of linen and yellow lighting in this house because those are my two favorite lighting colors. They both give off a really nice, pretty yellow, right? Oh wait, actually we're going to get more lighting in like a few minutes, but I forgot. But what I'm going to do real quick is take the structural beam that we placed down and I'm just going to add in just a little more detail to the roofs. And then that's it, I promise. Sorry, I forgot about this. Using the middle grid, start at the bottom of the lamp and go straight down to the wall trim. Make a straight line and then start at the bottom right corner and then make a straight line going kind of up on an angle. And then go to left side, so start at the left corner and go straight up on an angle to the left part of the roof. It looks very nice. I just wanted to add more. I love to do this for my beach homes. So do the same process on the right side. Start at the bottom of the lamp, straight down, and then start at the bottom right of the wall trim. Go straight up on an angle and then start at the bottom left of the wall trim and go straight up on an angle. And then I'm just going to do one more for the bottom of the lamp on that small gable roof and then just place it straight down to the bottom of the roof. I just thought that was bald, so I wanted to place something there. It was just bothering me a bit, but yeah, that's it. Okay, well, one more thing, I promise. We're going to take that square beam again and then this is it. I'm just going to outline the bottom of the balcony on the first floor just because that really bothered me. So same thing we were doing with the roofs. I'm just doing this for the balcony because yeah, once again, that was bothering me. I don't know why. That's it, I promise. I promise. No more structural items. All good. Now it is the fun part. This entire house is fun, but we're going to take the floor and we're going to make sure manual placement is down. We're going to place the driveway, guys, and then we'll get to place our plants. So what we're going to do is make the really cool, like kind of curvy driveway. I love this. So we're going to start at the left corner of that white wall, place it here, and then we're going to go down 2, 4, 5 times and place it 5 squares down. And then we're going to go down by 2 but on an angle. You see, we're going to cut through these 2 squares so we make our curve and then go down on an angle again and then place it down right here and then go to the left 4 times, go up by 2, to left by 2, and then go up on an angle by 2 again like we just did and then place it right there and then go straight back up 5 times to the right side of the garage. And then you can just place it down and we're going to color it to match the concrete, so it'll be concrete obviously with the mid-gray color, the same as the balcony. So we're going to copy this just to add in a bit. So go to where we left off and add in one more little square of concrete and then go up by 2, to the right by 1, and down by 2, and then start at the top of that concrete and go down by 1, to the right by 1, and then place it here for a little curve. And that's it. I think it's so cute. But also I realized I never colored the stairs. So I'm going to color the top part of the stairs a brown. My custom color, once again, I'm using a custom color. I'm sorry. If you guys don't have it, use linen or pine cone. I love pine cone. I would recommend that. And then I'll just retexture it to the polished horizontal wood planks. One of my favorite materials. I think we'll use that for the interior floor. And then make sure the railings are white. And then I'm going to color the center part the same blue that we used for the exterior walls just to match. And then color the right side of the stairs the same thing. Okay guys, now is the fun part. We get to garden and landscape, place our palm trees and our plants. So I'm going to start off by placing this palm plant thingy, whatever this is, because this looks just like theirs. I'm going to resize it a bit just so it's not like too tall. And then I'll color it sage green. I'm going to color all my plants sage green. I love the pastel colors in a beach house. Next, I'm going to take this floral plant, one of my favorites, color it once again sage green, and the flowers will be seashell. I'll place one on each side of the palm plant. So now I'm going to take the box hedge and I'm going to resize it once with the scale tool just to make it shorter. And then once again, color it sage green. I will change up some of these textures though, don't worry, because I know some of these are a little like blurry-ish. I don't know why, but it's fine. You can leave it the way it is. Now we're going to do a compact bush. I'm going to color it once again sage green, place it in front of that palm bush, and then I'll place one in front of that box hedge. I'll just move the box hedge back a bit just so that we can place more plants. More room for more plants, yes. And then I'll place one more of the compact bushes in front of the right box hedge. Now I'm going to take the tropical leaves plant, of course, tropical plant in a tropical beach house. Once again, colored sage green. It'll be placed in the center of the compact bushes. And then I'm going to take this fern plant and place it in front of the tropical plants. Color it sage green, so one in front of each tropical plant. Guys, those fern plants are so beachy. And now, you guys know, I have to add in my cactus. It is so pretty. So we're going to color it sage green, and the flower will be pink, of course. I love these. I'm going to place them throughout the yard, just a warning. So I placed 3 in front of each compact bush. And look at our beautiful plant design. Thank you, Pinterest, for like literally coming up with the best ideas ever. It makes me so happy to place plants. I'm going to just change the texture of the flower bushes and the box hedge to the lush grass material. Okay, but we're gonna add more, guys. I'm gonna add these field of flowers thingies. These are also some of my favorite plants. I'm gonna color them yellow, so like a wheat, and then the seashell color, and then the green will be sage green, of course. I love to do these in my beach homes. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. So I'm gonna place them around the yard. I'll skip part of it so you don't see me place like 1,000 of these. Okay, I actually don't place too many, I promise. I just can't. They're so beautiful. So I'm just gonna place a few around the yard. You could totally skip this if you don't want to do this, but yeah, definitely expect to see a few of these around my yard. Alright guys, so now we're going to add in the best part, the palm trees. I'm going to be using the exotic trees. Unfortunately, I don't have the palm trees, but it's okay because we're on a beach plot, so we have the palm trees all around our yard. So I'm going to place this on the left side of the house where that pillar is. I'm just going to use the scale tool to shrink it down just once so it doesn't take up too much from the house. I'm going to change the leaves texture to the lush grass again and then color it sage green. And then I'm going to use that same brown that we used for the stairs for the bark. And then I'll copy it and I'm going to place one more on the right side where the right pillar is. And those are our palm trees. They're so pretty. I probably should place more. They're so expensive. I didn't want to make it too pricey. Anyway, we're going to place a fence now just to add more. So we're going to use this florid fence. This is like the perfect summer fence. We're going to place it one grid behind that pillar on the left side of the house and make sure it's colored white with this smooth plastic. And then we'll copy it and then we'll place it every 2 squares just like this going along the property. And now we get some privacy and it like matches this beach house so well. So do the same thing on the right side. Start one grid behind the pillar and then place one across and then place one every 2 squares just leading down the property. Now I'm going to add in more trees. I'm going to use a leafy tree. I was trying to find trees that felt kind of like beachy because I didn't want to do too many palm trees because they're so expensive. I was trying to save your money and mine as well. So I'm going to color it sage green again. So we're just going to do sage green with the same brown for the bark for all the trees. But I feel like this is kind of beachy-ish, also kind of realistic, so I'm going to place 2 of these along the sides of the fence. And then I'm going to place more trees. I'm going to do the organic tree. I'm going to place this behind the fence on the left side of the house and the right side actually. Once again, colored sage green, except this time I'm going to change the material to the lush grass. And then we'll place one more on the right side, right behind that fence. This time I'm going to change the material to these small leaves because I thought that was cute. And then I'm going to add in one more tree, which is going to be the rough cypress on the left side, and it'll be colored again sage green with the small leaves material. Just going to move some of those trees over a bit so we see them, and that's it. Oh, okay, now I'm going to add in more light. This is really cute. I did this in one of my last summer homes. I'm going to grab the cylindrical lantern, and it is so pretty. I am going to place this beneath the trees. So beneath these leafy trees, whatever these are, I'm going to place it down, and then I'm going to color the lighting, my custom yellow color, and then the middle part is going to be linen, and then the rest will be white. It looks so pretty. Are you kidding me? I'll place this beneath some of the trees. I used to do this a lot in like 2021, so bringing it back. Yep. Okay, now I'm just going to add a bit more to the yard just to finish off landscaping, and then we'll be pretty much done. So I'm just going to add in some bushes, just kind of copying what they did basically, because I felt like it was too bald. I wanted more plants, but I also try to control myself and not place too many because I didn't want to overdo it and make this so like pricey, but it's actually really affordable, I'd say. So all sage green, remember. Then I'll use the compact bush and I'll use the fern plant. Then I'll place the same bush on the right side of the fence. And I'm also going to grab some stones. So I like to use stones and color them the same yellow. So I think they use wheat for their yellow, because I'm going to use the sand color that they have on the beach plot. And this just kind of looks like sand mounds to me. So yeah, I think it's cute. I'm just going to place some of these rocks, sand mounds, whatever you want to call them. And now I'm going to place more fern plants just around the yard, basically with the field of flowers. And yes, I will be placing more field of flowers. I'm sorry, I had to. You don't have to though, you can skip this. Okay, now I'm going to add in a cactus. Oh guys, we need a cactus in a summer house. Are you kidding me? So we're going to use this tall cactus and color it sage green, of course. And I'm going to pair some like rocks with it. It looks so pretty. So I'm going to take the cactus and copy it and place it on the right side next to the windows. And then I'll place another rock with it. Okay, now I'm going to place more cacti. I'm sorry, the blossoming ones with the field of flowers. Just a few. Okay, just like 3, I promise. And like that's it. Alright, now I'm going to take these string lights. This is what I was talking about before, the spherical string lights. Make sure custom placement is on. I'm going to go to the left pillar on the first floor, place it at the top of it, and then go all the way across to the right side of the house to the right pillar and place it here. And then we're going to color it oyster. We're actually going to change the color, guys, because I didn't want it to be too much yellow, but I think it looks great, especially for a beach house. It makes it like brighter. It's a tradition. I always place string lights in my beach homes. Okay, so next we're going to do one more thing that I forgot. I'm sorry. We're going to grab a half sphere door and place that on that empty white wall behind the staircase. I forgot that we needed a way into our first floor. I just realized we could low-key use the garage, but it's fine. Now I'm just going to take some of those blossoming bushes. I'm going to place one beneath each window on the first floor, and then take the tropical leaves plant and place one in the center of those plants. And then I'll do the same exact design on the right side for those windows. So one bush in front of each window with the tropical leaves plant. And then I'm going to take the sandstones, whatever you want to call them again, and I'm going to place one in front of each blossoming bush on each side, just to add some more. And then we're pretty much done with that area, and we're going to do one more thing. Okay, I did add in one more rock and a cactus next to that left cactus, but that's it. Okay, we're gonna go to garden, we're gonna type in stepping stones, and we're gonna take the square stepping stones. This is another thing I used to do in all my builds, especially my beach homes. I will take this stepping stone and I'm gonna place it leading up to the staircase. So I'll place basically one in front of the right side of those plants. Make sure it's colored mid-gray to match the concrete, and then I'll place one more up from it, and I'm gonna like twist them around with it. And then I'm going to take them and I'm going to place one in front of the left staircase and then one more in front of that just to kind of lead up to the driveway. Okay, this is the last thing, guys, and then we're done. We're going to do one more plant design, a mini one. Take the compact bush and place it basically on each corner of the driveway. You see what I'm doing? And then we're going to take the tropical leaves plant and place one next to each compact bush. And then we're going to take the stones and place those in the center of the tropical leaves plants. And then I'll place the fern plants in front of the tropical leaves plants. And then I'll place the blossoming cactus in front of the stone, sand rock, whatever. And that's it, just something simple because I felt like it was kind of bald. Like I didn't want that to be too open, and they had a lot of plants in their photo, so we did exactly what they did, basically. Sorry, I added in a few touches like the cactus and stuff, but it's still cute. So that's it, guys. This is the way our house turned out. I am obsessed. You guys know I took screenshots like 5 times while building this. I am so excited to decorate the interior. So make sure you guys subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified once the interior video is out. I'll have the interior video linked in the description and the comments. So make sure you check there to see the video, and then you'll be able to see the entire house tour, and then you'll be able to decorate the interior with me. So please let me know in the comments how you think our house turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe for more builds like this. I'll see you guys in part 2. Love you guys. Bye.